Y'all, she exposed everything. Kandi Burruss has finally broken her silence, and what she revealed will leave you speechless. For years, the world never knew the dark secret lurking behind the seemingly perfect marriage between Kandi and Todd. But now, the truth is out, and it's more shocking than anyone could have imagined. Kandi caught Todd and her own mother red-handed. Yes, in the same room, in the same bed. The betrayal was so close, so personal, that it shattered her trust completely. Imagine discovering that the people you love most have been hiding a secret affair right under your nose, playing a dangerous double game for years. Kandi didn't just witness it, she lived through the heartbreak, the humiliation, and the deception firsthand. She warned them both, tried to make them stop, tried to save what was left of her marriage, but they ignored the warnings. Joyce was manipulating from both sides, sabotaging Kandi while secretly keeping the affair alive. The duplicity, the lies, the calculated betrayals, it was all too much to bear. And when Todd found out, even more tension erupted, exposing the extent of the deceit. This wasn't just a scandal, it was a tragedy unfolding in real time. Kandi's heartbreak turned into courage as she finally exposed everything to the world. The love she had for Todd was destroyed, trust was irreparably broken, and a divorce became inevitable. But this story isn't just about a broken marriage, it's about betrayal at the highest level, family secrets, and the shocking reality behind the glitz of celebrity life. Fans, get ready to witness a raw, emotional, and intense roller coaster of truth, deception, and heartbreak. Kandi Burruss has pulled back the curtain, and the world will never see Joyce the same way again. This revelation isn't just shocking, it's explosive, tragic, and completely viral-worthy. Buckle up because what you're about to hear will shock you to your core. Kandi has finally revealed the truth behind her painful split from Todd, and the details are darker, deeper, and more twisted than anyone could have imagined. For years, the world saw a seemingly happy marriage, but behind closed doors, a web of deceit, betrayal, and secrets was quietly destroying everything Kandi had worked for, everything she had loved. And the person she trusted most, her own mother, was at the center of it all. It started with subtle signs, the tiny things most people would dismiss: strange late-night texts, hushed phone calls, unexplained absences. But Kandi's instincts told her something was wrong. She couldn't ignore the feeling that her world was about to crumble.
Then came the moment that changed everything. The moment she walked in and found Todd together, red-handed in a way no one could have prepared her for. The shock, the disbelief, the betrayal, it was unbearable. Her mother, the woman who raised her, the woman she trusted, was involved in a secret affair with her husband. Todd, the man she loved, was complicit. The scene replayed in her mind over and over, each time cutting deeper than the last. Kandi tried to confront them, tried to warn them, tried to salvage what little remained of her marriage. She told them to stop, to think, to respect the family, but the warnings fell on deaf ears. Tattalee's manipulations were masterful. She played a dangerous double game, undermining Todd against Kandi while keeping her affair alive, hidden in plain sight. Every attempt Kandi made to stop the deception failed. Every effort only revealed the depths of the betrayal. It wasn't just a marriage on the line, it was her trust, her sanity, her heart. Kandi's friend, who had been close to the family, discovered the truth, and the shockwaves were immediate. The fallout was catastrophic. Lies piled upon lies, secret meetings and hidden messages created a storm of distrust so powerful it threatened to destroy everything. Kandi's heartbreak turned into determination. She refused to stay silent any longer. She began documenting everything, exposing the lies, revealing the secrets, and confronting the betrayal head-on. The emotional toll was enormous. Kandi had to navigate not only her grief, but the public eye, gossip vultures, and the judgment of millions. Every detail she exposed was a dagger cutting through the carefully constructed facade of perfection Todd and Tattalee had maintained for years. This wasn't just infidelity, it was manipulation, it was deception, it was a full-scale betrayal by the two people she should have been able to trust the most. As Kandi's revelations spread, the story went viral. Fans and followers couldn't believe the magnitude of the deception. The secret affair wasn't a fleeting mistake. It had been ongoing, calculated, and devastatingly deliberate. Each revelation added fuel to the fire, from hidden conversations to red-handed encounters that Kandi finally decided the world deserved to know about. The psychological impact on Kandi was profound. Nights spent awake replaying the betrayal, days filled with confrontation and heartbreak, moments where she questioned everything she thought she knew about love and loyalty. Yet through it all, she remained steadfast in exposing the truth. Her courage became a weapon against the lies, a way to reclaim her life from the chaos that Todd had orchestrated. Every warning she gave, every attempt to stop the affair, was ignored. The duplicity persisted, and each ignored warning, each silent betrayal pushed her further away from Todd until the cracks were too wide to mend. Trust once broken cannot simply be repaired. Kandi had no choice but to end the marriage to protect her sanity, her dignity, and her future. The exposure revealed not only the affair, but also the depth of Mama Joyce's manipulations. Her double game wasn't just about Todd, it was about control, power, and self-interest. She twisted the narrative, pitted Kandi and Todd against each other, and maintained her secret alliance with Todd, all while Kandi watched helplessly. It was a tragedy unfolding in real time, a heartbreak layered with deception so intense that it reads like a scripted drama, yet it was real life. As this story circulated, social media erupted. Fans dissected every detail, debated every move, and speculated on the long-term impact of the betrayal. Kandi's bravery in exposing the truth became a rallying point for anyone who had ever felt trapped in a toxic relationship. Her story wasn't just celebrity gossip, it was a powerful reminder of the destructive potential of betrayal, even from those we hold closest. By the time the divorce was finalized, the damage was irreparable. Todd's love, Kandi's trust, the bond with her mother, all fractured beyond repair. Kandi's narrative now stands as both a warning and a testament. Even in the most glamorous, polished world, the human heart is vulnerable, and secrets, once unearthed, can destroy lives. This is the heartbreak, the betrayal, the tragedy that Kandi Burruss exposed. The shock, the intensity, the emotion. It's raw, real, and unforgettable. This is not just a story of a marriage ending. This is a story of deceit, double-crossing, and heartbreak so powerful that it shook a family, divided hearts, and revealed the darkest corners of a life most thought they knew. Every fan, every gossip enthusiast, every observer of reality now understands the full scale of the devastation. Kandi Burruss didn't just speak the truth, she unveiled a storm that will never be forgotten. The storm didn't end with Kandi Burruss's revelation. In fact, it had only just begun. Todd Tucker and Mama Joyce were cornered, their lies stripped bare, and the consequences of their secret alliance were about to explode in ways no one anticipated. The moment Kandi exposed everything, the ripple effect was immediate, and the fallout was merciless. Fans, insiders, and the media hungrily dissected every move, every whispered conversation, every hidden betrayal. Todd, who once seemed untouchable, was now under the microscope, and Mama Joyce's carefully constructed image began to crumble. Todd's initial reaction was a mix of defiance and desperation. He tried to control the narrative, claiming misunderstandings, attempting to downplay the affair, and painting Kandi as the one overreacting. But the evidence was too damning. Kandi's documentation, the witnesses, the undeniable truth of seeing him and Mama Joyce together, everything pointed to a calculated secret betrayal that couldn't be spun away. Fans didn't buy the excuses. Social media erupted with anger, disbelief, and shock. Every comment, every viral clip, every reaction video amplified the scandal into a full-blown viral spectacle. Mama Joyce's position was even more precarious. Her double game, which had gone unnoticed for years, was now public. She had underestimated Kandi's resolve, underestimated the audience's attention to detail, and underestimated the power of truth when it hits with full force. Every denial, every vague statement, every attempt to justify her actions only intensified the scrutiny. Gossip blogs dissected her every move, and reality TV fans flooded the internet with theories, memes, and outrage. Her influence, her reputation, even her credibility, it was all unraveling in real time. Riley, who had witnessed fragments of the deception, now had the full picture, and the emotional impact was devastating. The betrayal was multi-layered. It wasn't just Todd and Mama Joyce against Kandi, it was Todd manipulating behind her back, while Mama Joyce orchestrated her own agenda. Riley's shock turned into anger, frustration, and a fierce sense of injustice. Conversations that were once casual became charged with tension. Every family interaction was strained, every gathering a minefield of unspoken truths. Kandi, despite the heartbreak, remained resolute. Her courage in continuing to expose the lies inspired millions. She spoke with a clarity and intensity that left no room for doubt. The audience could feel her pain, her anger, and her determination. The drama wasn't just personal, it was public, viral, and emotionally intense. Every revelation she shared was a dagger to the hearts of Todd and Mama Joyce, a reminder that betrayal, no matter how carefully hidden, eventually comes to light. The psychological warfare escalated. Todd and Mama Joyce tried to salvage their narrative, but each effort backfired. Leaked messages, hidden voicemails, and eyewitness accounts surfaced online, creating a domino effect of scandal. Every revelation added another layer of shock, making it impossible for the public to ignore the magnitude of the deceit. Kandi's transparency made her a beacon of truth, while Todd and Mama Joyce became symbols of betrayal, manipulation, and hidden agendas. As the divorce proceedings intensified, the courtroom became a theater of raw emotion. Kandi's testimony was meticulous, detailed, and emotionally charged. She recounted every warning, every ignored plea, and every moment of betrayal. Todd's defense crumbled under the weight of undeniable evidence, and Mama Joyce's attempts to manipulate the situation publicly failed. The judge, the jury, and the audience witnessed a story of deception so layered, so calculated that it seemed more like a scripted drama than reality. The social media explosion was relentless. Clips of Kandi's testimony, screenshots of the affair, and reactions from Riley and insiders went viral. Hashtags trending within hours amplified the story globally. Fans shared their outrage, sympathized with Kandi, and dissected every angle of Todd and Mama Joyce's duplicity. What had started as a personal betrayal transformed into a viral spectacle, exposing the fragility of trust and the devastating consequences of deceit. Kandi's story didn't just reveal an affair, it revealed a life built on lies, manipulation, and secrecy. The tragedy of losing a marriage, the heartbreak of being betrayed by someone she trusted implicitly, and the emotional toll of navigating family deception played out in front of millions. Every fan watching felt the shock, the sadness, and the intensity of the emotional journey. The scandal wasn't just gossip, it was a raw human story of love, betrayal, and resilience. By the end, Todd and Mama Joyce were left exposed, their reputations in tatters, and Kandi emerged as a figure of strength and courage. The public had witnessed a tragedy unfold, a scandal so intricate and emotionally charged that it would be remembered for years. Her bravery in sharing the truth not only brought justice to her own story, but also served as a warning to anyone who thinks betrayal can remain hidden. Kandi Burruss didn't just tell her story, she exposed a web of deception, heartbreak, and secrets that shook a family, divided hearts, and captivated the world. The fallout, the scandal, and the raw emotions didn't end there. Every day brought new revelations, new reactions, and new levels of shock. Fans couldn't stop talking, speculating, and sharing. Kandi's power in controlling the narrative, her refusal to be silenced, and her ability to turn heartbreak into viral drama transformed the scandal into a global phenomenon. It was more than celebrity gossip. It was an emotionally intense court of public opinion spectacle that revealed the fragility of trust, the consequences of deception, and the strength of a woman who refused to be broken. Todd and Mama Joyce had played a dangerous game, but Kandi's exposure turned the tables completely. The scandal was no longer private, it was a viral tragedy, an emotionally charged drama, and a cautionary tale for anyone who dares to betray trust. Every revelation was a blow, every leaked secret a shockwave, and every moment of courage from Kandi made the audience gasp, cry, and react in ways only true viral drama can provoke. Kandi Burruss had finally reclaimed her narrative, and in doing so, she revealed the full, devastating, shocking truth. Betrayal can come from the closest people. Secrets have a way of surfacing, and courage can turn heartbreak into a global spectacle. Todd and Mama Joyce were exposed. Her marriage was over, but Kandi's story became a viral testament to resilience, truth, and the raw, unfiltered reality of human emotion. The chaos unleashed by Kandi Burruss's revelations continued to spiral, and now, in Part 3, the aftermath reached an intensity few could have predicted. Todd Tucker and Mama Joyce were not only exposed to the world, but trapped in a whirlwind of public outrage, legal scrutiny, and personal collapse. Every detail of their deception had been dissected, every secret laid bare, and the consequences of their actions hit harder than ever. Kandi had already shown the world the evidence, the betrayal, and the heartbreak, but the final act of the scandal was about to unfold, revealing just how far manipulation and deceit could go. Todd's attempts to regain control crumbled as the public and legal systems closed in. He tried to spin the story, claiming misunderstandings and emotional miscommunication, but Kandi had already provided a timeline, proof, and testimonies that left no room for defense. The footage, messages, and accounts painted a picture of deliberate, repeated betrayal that shook even the most loyal fans to their core. Every denial from Todd only fueled the outrage, making it impossible for anyone to see him as innocent. The more he tried, the deeper he sank. Mama Joyce's reputation, already hanging by a thread, completely imploded. Her double life, the careful manipulation of Todd against Kandi while secretly maintaining the affair, was now fully public. Gossip blogs, news outlets, and social media exploded with outrage, memes, and viral commentary. Fans dissected every move, every look, every statement, scrutinizing her actions like never before. Each revelation about her manipulation added layers of shock and disbelief. Her carefully cultivated image of strength and family loyalty was completely dismantled, replaced with a narrative of deception, betrayal, and selfish ambition. Riley, who had witnessed fragments before, now had the full scope, and the emotional impact was devastating. The betrayal wasn't just marital, it was familial, deep, and calculated. Every interaction with Todd and Mama Joyce became a minefield of tension, suspicion, and unresolved anger. Riley's own emotions became entangled with Kandi's heartbreak, creating a network of pain, anger, and frustration that rippled through every corner of their lives. Friends and family watched helplessly as relationships fractured, trust disintegrated, and every secret created new scars. Kandi, however, remained unshakable. Her courage in the face of relentless scrutiny turned heartbreak into power. She meticulously presented her case, every detail of betrayal, every warning ignored, every manipulation exposed. The courtroom became a stage for raw, unfiltered emotion as Kandi recounted the months of deceit, the nights of sleepless anguish, and the moments when her trust was shattered beyond repair. Todd and Mama Joyce's attempts to manipulate the proceedings failed spectacularly. Kandi's voice, her poise, and her determination left no room for doubt. The public response reached fever pitch. Clips of the courtroom, her testimony, and reactions from Riley and insiders went viral. Every post, every message, every comment added momentum to the scandal. Fans dissected the timeline, debated motives, and shared theories at an unprecedented pace. The betrayal wasn't just personal, it was a spectacle, a cautionary tale, and a viral drama all rolled into one. As the legal process unfolded, the weight of evidence combined with Kandi's emotional clarity made it impossible for Todd or Mama Joyce to regain credibility. Every leaked message, every witness account, and every proof point added a layer of devastating clarity. Kandi's narrative dominated headlines, social media trends, and fan discussions, transforming her personal tragedy into a global story of betrayal, resilience, and the consequences of deception. The psychological toll on everyone involved was immense. Todd's defense collapsed, Mama Joyce faced public humiliation, and Riley wrestled with the emotional fallout of trusting people who had manipulated and lied at every turn. Kandi's emotional journey became a masterclass in courage, turning heartbreak into viral content, truth into spectacle, and betrayal into a story that captivated millions. By the time the final decisions were made, Todd and Mama Joyce were publicly exposed, their credibility destroyed, and their actions documented for the world to see. Kandi emerged as a symbol of strength, transparency, and resilience. Her heartbreak, her courage, and her willingness to speak the truth transformed her personal tragedy into a viral phenomenon that left the audience shocked, enraged, and emotionally invested. The fallout didn't stop at the courtroom. Every day brought new revelations, reactions, and public scrutiny. Kandi's exposure of Todd and Mama Joyce's actions created a viral storm that swept across social media platforms, discussion boards, and fan communities worldwide. The story became a cautionary tale of trust betrayed, secrets exposed, and the devastating consequences of duplicity. Through it all, Kandi's narrative remained the focal point. Her emotional depth, her unflinching honesty, and her resilience made the scandal more than gossip. It became a public saga of heartbreak, deception, and ultimate empowerment. Todd and Mama Joyce's actions were permanently documented, leaving a legacy of betrayal, while Kandi's courage ensured that the truth could not be silenced. The tragedy, the heartbreak, the deception, it all culminated in a story that will be remembered as one of the most intense and shocking celebrity scandals ever. Kandi Burruss didn't just expose the affair, she exposed the fragility of trust, the depth of manipulation, and the raw, unfiltered truth about betrayal at the highest level. Millions watched, millions reacted, and millions were left in shock. This wasn't just a story, it was an emotional earthquake, a viral-level spectacle, and a testimony to the devastating power of secrets revealed and trust broken beyond repair. Kandi's journey from heartbreak to empowerment showed the world the consequences of deceit, the courage required to expose the truth, and the viral power of an emotionally intense, publicly shared narrative. Todd Tucker and Mama Joyce were exposed, their secrets laid bare, and the fallout was unforgettable. The scandal had reached its peak, leaving audiences around the world shocked, stunned, and emotionally drained, but also in awe of Kandi's relentless pursuit of truth and justice. The fallout from Kandi Burruss's revelations doesn't just end, it detonates. Every secret exposed, every betrayal uncovered, every lie laid bare has left fans reeling, and the shockwaves are still spreading. Todd Tucker and Mama Joyce were exposed to the world in ways they could never have imagined. Their manipulation, their deceit, and their calculated betrayals were revealed piece by piece, and the consequences are devastating. Kandi's courage to speak the truth turned heartbreak into viral drama, proving that no secret, no matter how carefully hidden, can survive forever. The scandal didn't just capture attention, it consumed it. Social media exploded with outrage, disbelief, and speculation. Fans dissected every clip, every testimony, every leaked message. Each revelation dug deeper into the web of deception Todd and Mama Joyce wove, exposing not only their affair, but the double game that destroyed trust, fractured hearts, and upended a family. Kandi stood unshaken, documenting, confronting, and revealing the truth in a way that demanded the world watch and reckon with the fallout. This is more than a story of infidelity. It's a narrative of betrayal at the highest level, of a family torn apart by secrets and manipulation. Kandi's heartbreak is palpable, her courage undeniable, and the drama unparalleled. Every warning she gave, every plea she made, every piece of evidence she collected became a weapon against lies, forcing the world to witness a tragedy so intense it feels almost cinematic. For the fans, for the viewers, for anyone who's ever felt the sting of betrayal, this story is a warning and a revelation. Kandi Burruss has exposed the truth, held no punches, and made it clear that deceit comes at a cost. Don't scroll past this. Witness the heartbreak, the betrayal, and the ultimate reckoning. Share it, talk about it, and remember the lesson. Secrets will surface, lies will crumble, and the truth will always find its way into the light. The drama is real, the emotions are raw.